Hello everyone, I am going to do a kind of like a frame-by-frame analysis and breakdown of the Star Wars Force Awakens official trailer. So let's get this started. So right here, it looks like Rey is scavenging in some kind of ship, probably a crashed Star Destroyer, and she's just looking for something, so let's keep going. Yeah, so this is definitely a crashed Star Destroyer. It's probably the one that we see from the second teaser trailer. Yeah, I mean, we know Rey's a scavenger, so she's probably just looking for stuff here. And then we hear Maz Kanata say, "Who are you?" And sort of a not really interested, just kind of like, "Oh, you're here. Who are you?" You know. And we just got a shot here of Rey with BB-8. BB-8 is actually Poe Dameron's droid, so it'll be interesting to see how Poe and how Rey and BB-8 actually found each other.
I'm no one.
So I'm no one. I mean, come on, Rey, you are someone. You're probably a Skywalker. Now, this is a ship that I have never seen, and I know a lot of Star Wars. That's why I'm doing this video. But it looks like probably maybe some kind of ship that was sent down to look for Finn, because he crashed with his X-Wing that we'll see later. I think probably a new ship we haven't seen in Star Wars before. So I think that's pretty interesting they put this in this trailer. Just her looking at something. So in the second teaser trailer, we saw the stormtroopers look back, and we see just the back view and someone standing up there. It's either Supreme Leader Snoke, played by Andy Serkis, or General Hux, played by Domhnall Gleeson. But this is very Nazi Germany-esque. You have the red banner in the background. This is probably on Starkiller Base, which basically Starkiller Base can destroy a whole star system. So it's a pretty powerful weapon / planet. We don't really know what it is.
I was raised to do one thing.
So I was raised to do one thing. This kind of implies that Poe, why do I keep calling him Poe? Sorry, Finn, was kind of trained as a warrior, and then, you know, he left the First Order, and now he's not fighting for anyone, so he doesn't know what to do. And there, that shot, we clearly see his TIE fighter get hit by a shot from the Imperial Star Destroyer.
I've got nothing to fight for.
And then this is probably right after he crashed his TIE fighter. He's looking over Jakku, trying to figure out what to do, holding that jacket. We've seen Poe Dameron hold it, or wear it. He wore it in some of the promotional art for the toys, and he also wore it in the behind-the-scenes trailer we saw at Comic-Con. So this looks like it's the very first shot that we see the Starkiller Base's weapon. Like I said, Starkiller Base is this huge weapon that can destroy whole star systems. And we have Kylo Ren here with a bunch of First Order officers. And we see this laser in the background that looks like it could be firing up to destroy something, maybe like a test run.
Nothing will stand in our way.
Nothing will stand in our way. Kylo Ren looks really cool. What's noticeably different about his appearance right now is I'm not sure what his top, like his jacket thing is. I'm not sure if you've seen that. And he doesn't have his hood on. He looks very Vader-esque.
I will finish what you started.
I will finish what you started. He is definitely talking to Darth Vader's mask. We don't really know what he means when he refers to finish what you started. That could be hunting down all the Jedi. That could be, you know, expanding the Empire. I'm not sure what that is, but it's definitely a really cool shot. So it looks like Kylo Ren is trying to extract some kind of information from Poe, and Poe is really hurting. It looks like he's almost crushing his brain. We saw something similar in Empire Strikes Back when Darth Vader interrogated Han Solo for information, and it looks pretty similar there. Then that shot, we see some planet getting blown up. I'm not sure what this is. It might just be Kylo Ren putting this image in Poe's head. We're not really sure.
There were stories about what happened.
There were stories about what happened. I think Rey, who's talking, is probably referring to what happened in the original trilogy. Like, we know what happened because we watched the movies, obviously, but it's kind of like a myth. Did they really kill the Emperor? All this. And we see a very cool shot of 2 TIE fighters trying to bring down the Millennium Falcon, just doing Millennium Falcon stuff, crashed by the Crash Star Destroyer.
It's true.
It's true. So Han is definitely replying to Rey, and Rey asks, we've heard rumors about what happened, and then we see kind of hologram-like planet things, and apparently they had the same kind of concepts from the Star Wars Old Republic video game. And what I'm thinking actually might be a little bit different is it might be BB-8 projecting a hologram, just because I think he can do that too. We saw it in some toy he had where he can project holograms.
All of it.
So he says, Han says it's true, all of it. And we see a classic Han Solo picture right here. We still see the planet holograms. I love every time that Han Solo speaks in this. It feels like he's the same person, but he's gone through some stuff in his life in that 30 years from Return of the Jedi to now, and he's kind of a cold person right now.
All of it.
I love this shot. We see the stars getting long, and then they go into hyperspace. Looks really cool. It looks 21st century graphics and everything. I love it. Alright, so this shot, I'm just going to go back a little bit. We see what looks like the... okay, here we go. So we see what I think is probably the Knights of Ren. It looks like Kylo Ren standing in the middle there with his saber. I'm not really sure what these other guys are. I'm pointing to them. They look very medieval. I mean, they are the Knights of Ren. That implies, 15th century. I mean, Kylo Ren does have a hilt on his lightsaber, which is straight out of medieval times, So that's a really cool shot right here. It was probably the first time we see the Knights of Ren. It's another shot right there. It looks like there are dead bodies on the ground, and they might have just killed a lot of people. So let's see. We have a X-Wings formation.
The darks.
Oh, I love this shot. We see stormtroopers look at this wave of X-Wings that's coming in, and we hear Han say, "The dark side." Just a shot of X-Wings and TIE fighters.
A Jedi.
So Poe kind of walks by Finn, taps on the back. I think these two kind of have beef. I think something happened between them, and Poe's kind of like, okay, we know we're on the same side. Let's just, for the good of our team, let's just be friends. And then Finn's kind of like, nah, man, it's not how this is. And actually, in the back right here, I think you can see where I'm pointing. We see looks like a Bothan. If you guys don't know what Bothans are, in Episode 6, the rebels knew that that the Empire was building a new Death Star because Bothan spies gave them that information. So that's just a little cool nod. And then in the back here, is the Millennium Falcon. Not sure if you guys saw that, but pretty cool seeing the Falcon. And then right here, great visual. We have an X-Wing attacking a TIE Fighter. And I love the sound the TIE Fighter, or the X-Wing makes. I'm going to play it back, and I'll talk about it again. Just that little and it actually hits the TIE Fighter, and we see a battle that's happening. It looks like this is where the X-Wings are coming at in that shot we saw with them all on the water. So it looks really like the war is part of Star Wars. Here we see what looks like the pod racing kind of kit in the background blow up. Probably TIE Fighters probably shot it, and we have Finn and Rey and BB-8 looking at it. And now this shot actually has a lot in it. This little robot, I think it's kind of a tilt of the head to J.J. Abrams, who's the director. His company's called Bad Robot. Kind of looks like the Bad Robot symbol. And we got BB-8, Han, Rey, and Finn. And actually up here is the Mandalorian bounty hunter symbol. I'm not sure if you guys caught that, but we're not really sure where this is. but it looks like it could be Masconada's castle, and Masconada is the female speaking in the background of the trailer. A bunch of flags up here, so it kind of looks like it's a cantina where people just bring their own flags. I'm not really sure.
They're real.
They're real. So he says the dark side, the Jedi, they're real, which is really cool because in episode 4, Han Solo said he doesn't really believe in hokey religions and an ancient weapon. He just wants, he'll rather have a blaster by his side, and now he's gone through stuff over his life since episode 4, and he's like, well, they are real, I'll tell you that. We see Kylo Ren's shuttle land on this fiery kind of planet, and over here we see a stormtrooper transport. Stormtroopers attacking some civilians. So here's the only shot we see in this trailer of Captain Phasma, played by Gwendolyn Christie. She's sort of a leader and assembler of the First Order. Kylo Ren igniting his lightsaber. Now this is really interesting. At first I thought this was Chewbacca dead and Rey looking up, but I think it could be either Finn or Han dead, because we see this leatherish jacket, and she's looking at them, and Chewbacca's like laying on the ground hugging them, and then she looks up to some horrible. Then Kylo Ren probably killed someone, and she's like, "Look what you've done."
The Force.
This shot's interesting too, just because it looks like Chewbacca, Finn, and Han Solo have their hands up. They're in some kind of trouble. We see Chewbacca have a bandage on his arm, and they're looking up at the sky as if something was going to come save them. And they're like, "Whoa, we're actually all right now."
It's calling to
BB-8 and Poe Dameron's X-wing.
you.
Looks like this is on Starkiller Base, which is the weapon that can blow up entire star systems. I think this is definitely the very first teaser trailer. We saw a shot of stormtroopers lined up in a transporter shuttle. This is probably there. We see Rey holding a blaster, shooting someone very angrily. I mean, she looks like she's shooting someone that she wants to die. She's pissed. Now this is cool because a friggin' X-wing shoots a stormtrooper. I don't know if I've ever seen that happen before. That's pretty on target. Stay on target, guys. And then we see a TIE fighter shoot the Millennium Falcon and actually hit something for once. And it looks like it's on fire. We see some kind of First Order ship or something blow up. This is great. It looks like, so it's definitely Leia and Han, right? Either someone died and Han's like, it'll be alright. Or, I think as a more plausible situation, they figured out that their son and daughter are alive. Their son being Kylo Ren and their daughter being Rey. One of them is their kid, and they're like, and Han's like, we found them, and there's years of Queen or Princess Leia, whatever you want to call her, kind of find their daughter. He finally found them. Either so a good or bad situation. See Finn igniting his lightsaber. He looks like he knows how to hold this thing, but he's not. He's no Kylo Ren. So we see Kylo Ren ignite his lightsaber. First time we've seen him in a trailer without his helmet on. So Finn, you can definitely see his expression change from I'm ready to oh crap. See the hilt lightsaber.
Just let it in.
So, the end monologue, we have Masconada going, the Force is calling you, just let it in. And then we have the Force Awakens. So, I probably wanted to do a more in-depth analysis of this, but this program I'm using on my laptop only lets me do 15 minutes, so I'm just going to try to long this out. What did you guys think of this trailer? I mean, I think everyone loved it. I love this trailer. My favorite part was probably the part where Kylo Ren said, I will finish what you started, and looked at Darth Vader's mask. Or Han Solo is just saying the dark side, the Jedi, they're real. I've been through it, you know. Just a great trailer. We got more story than I thought we would too. We did not see Luke. We might have seen him in that one shot where he puts his hand on R2-D2, but I'm not even sure that that is Luke. So I think they're really going to hold off him. We haven't seen General Hux in this. We haven't seen not Darth Plagueis. Might be Darth Plagueis, but some Supreme Leader Snoke. We didn't see C-3PO either. It's kind of interesting. So yeah, that's my kind of in-depth look at this trailer. What did you guys think? Let me know. I'm going to be posting this on my channel, Twitter, Facebook probably. So may the Force be with you always.